Hey, what's up? Today I'm going to show you all of the must-have products for furniture flipping. Now this is specifically for furniture painting, so let's go ahead and dive in. The first product that you absolutely must have if you're going to start furniture painting is a paintbrush. This is a necessity. I just use this as a 2-inch paintbrush, and I have two different types. I have one for my colors, like all of my paint colors, and then I have one specifically for top coat, but I highly recommend having one designated for paint and one designated for top coat. If you use the paint one for top coat and you don't clean your brush totally well, sometimes you're gonna get little flakes of paint in your top coat and it looks terrible. So don't do that, just take my advice, get two different paintbrushes at a minimum. Which leads me to our second thing that you must have, a foam roller for primer and for your paint. Now the ones that I specifically like is this one. This is Cabinets and Doors. It's foam, so there's no little fuzzies or anything like that. This, in my opinion, is by far the best thing for furniture painting. So this is what I would recommend getting. And you just get like a little weenie roller for that. It works out super, super well. The next must-have for furniture painting are these little painter squares. Mine are really dirty. You're gonna find this is a common theme. But these are really cool because you can just set them directly on your floor. Your piece of furniture sits on top of them and it gets it off so you can paint underneath really, really well. So definitely a must-have. The next must-have for furniture flipping is an orbital sander. I use a Ryobi one. I think this one works really great. Attached to that is sandpaper. I think the most versatile sandpaper is the 120 grit. It's really, really great, but I also like to have an 80 or a 60 on hand as well as a 220 grit. So 220 grit is for top stuff. So if you're sanding in between paint coats or sanding in between top coats or any of that kind of stuff, you'll want to use something like a 220. A 120 is good if the stain and the finish that you're trying to sand off isn't too crazy. If it's really on there, that's where I think the 60 or 80 grit comes in handy because it's really coarse, it's really abrasive. It can damage your furniture if you're not careful, so just be aware of that. Which leads us to our next furniture flipping must-have. This stuff, this little spackling. I like this one specifically because no matter what pieces of furniture you're finding, sometimes vintage pieces or really anything, they're not perfect. So you might need to fill in little like divots or holes, that kind of stuff. I find this to work really, really well because it goes on pink and when it's ready to be sanded, then you can officially, it'll turn white. So then you know it's ready to be sanded down. I think it's a really good one. It's one of my personal favorites because of the color changing. If you choose to use this, do know that you are probably not going to be able to stain this. It's gonna look very noticeable and kind of crappy. So if you choose to use this, make sure that you're doing it for a piece of furniture that you intend on painting. The next item that you're gonna need for furniture flipping, the primer coat. This is arguably one of the most important pieces of furniture flipping. I really like this Zinsser bin primer. Again, it's really dirty because I was out in my garage, so my garage is really messy most of the time. But this stuff is really good. It's a shellac-based primer, which means it goes on super, super runny. So because of that, I like to use this with the little weenie roller, the ones that I showed you. I'll use it to apply with this, and then of course, like around some corners, I'll do it. If I need a paintbrush, I'll just use that too. But this primer, I think, is one of the best. I think it really adheres, it grips, it really holds onto the paint super, super well. So that's why I am a personal fan of this. Now, you might be wondering, why didn't I talk about paint? Because in my opinion, what I have found is that your paint is really not that important. If you're using the correct primer, the paint will lay very smoothly, it'll look great, it's not too big of an issue. But what I actually find to be more important when it comes to painting furniture is your top coat. Your primer and your top coat are really the ones that matter most. In my opinion, this is the best top coat. This is the POLYCRYLIC by Minwax. It's a water-based one. It does dry very, very clear. It goes on cloudy, which is a little intimidating, but it dries perfectly. Hey, that's enough. This one is in the color satin. Satin's great. I actually prefer more of a matte or a flat finish, but this is what I had in my garage, so this is what I've been using to try to get this done. Satin's not bad, it just gives you a tiny bit of shine, but this is phenomenal. You use 2 to 3 coats, sand in between each coat with that 220 grit sandpaper, it's gonna be perfection. And this is what makes your paint last. It's not the paint, it's the primer and the top coat. So 2 to 3 coats of this, you'll be golden. I don't care if you're using latex paint, chalk paint, mineral paint, milk paint, like whatever you're using, if you seal it really well, it will be durable. Now, sometimes when I'm just doing a little bit of a lazy coating and I don't want to do a full-on polycrylic, I've used this Wipe on Poly before. This is also by Minwax. I think it's fine. You use a rag, lint-free rag, you wipe it on and you kind of let it sit, and same thing, you do a few coats. This is okay. This isn't the best finish. It's an okay finish. It's not the best durability, but it works. It does the job. The last thing that I recommend if you're getting into furniture flipping is not necessarily this, but a good paint spray gun is very, very helpful. This specific one was very expensive. We actually bought it for a totally separate project that we're working on in the mountains. We needed something that was gonna be portable and cordless since we don't have electricity in the mountains. So we got this one and I've been using it for furniture. It's okay. There's a lot of really good paint sprayers out there. I don't know if I'd recommend this one for all of your paint finishes. It takes up quite a bit of paint in these little containers. So it works, but again, it's not totally necessary. If you use those foam rollers, you'll be set. I think it's easier. It's very, very little cleanup when you're using a foam roller. And ultimately it gives you a very good finish. So that is what I would recommend for all of you beginner furniture flippers. These are the products that I think everybody must have for at least getting started into painting furniture. To hit subscribe and like this video if you enjoyed it. It means so much to me. I'm a new channel, and so all of your support is really helping this channel get in front of more people. And make sure you check out some of my other videos for some furniture flipping inspiration, and stay tuned for more projects in the future. Bye!